Good morning, good evening, and good night. Of course, it depends in where in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're going to actually be talking about a very important topic related to sports. We're going to be taking a look at what has been happening over the last few days regarding the Champions League. We're going to check what has been happening regarding one of the most important teams in the world, actually, that, as we all know, it's very commonly known for getting eliminated on the Champions League on very early stages, and that's why I'm referring to PSG, to the Paris Saint-Germain. We're going to check what has been happening with them on the match against Bayern Munich, and we're going to also take a look at what PSG has been like on the last few days and on the last few seasons in the Champions League with Lionel Messi. So as always, I invite you to tell me in the comment sections, what do you think about the most recent elimination of PSG on the Champions League, this time on the very early stage, after group stage, against Bayern Munich, one of the most common enemies for Lionel Messi. And like I told you, we're going to actually check what has been happening during this match. Like I told you before, PSG was actually eliminated during this last week on the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain 11 consecutive attempt at winning the Champions League and in more misery. So is it time to actually change and start again? This has been actually the most common question that many people has been asked over social media during the last few hours. Bayern Munich cruising to the quarterfinals of the Champions League as they condemn Paris Saint-Germain to another last 16 exit. Like we all know, Choupo-Moting swept home just after the hour mark for the host against his former club, with substitute Serge Gnabry adding the gloss to a professional display late on. Like we all know, PSG has been now eliminated from the competition at this stage in 5 of their previous 7 campaigns, and this represents another failure for the Ligue 1 leaders and their under pressure head coach Christopher Galtier. Despite boasting a collection of stars, as we all know, on Paris Saint-Germain, the Parisians not only failed to score over 2 legs, but were saved the embarrassment of a 4 or 5 goal aggregate defeat by a VAR decision, an offside flag rolling again out earlier, Choupo-Moting header, and Sadio Mané's also stoppage time effort. Bayern Munich dropped them out in the first knockout 3-0 on aggregate, with Wednesday 2-0 win in Germany sealing the victory. A team with actually 2 of the most expensive players at the moment, Neymar, who was injured for the second leg, and also Kylian Mbappe, as well as arguably the greatest player in the history of football. That's what I'm telling you. Arguably, Lionel Messi failed to score over 180 minutes. The Paris Saint-Germain project was built to win the Champions League, as we all know, but they have been miles of it. It ultimately looks like it's going to be a failure. Actually, that's what former Chelsea playmaker Joe Cole said during an interview for the New York Times. Not quite at the level of Paris Saint-Germain, previous worst nights in Europe, like I told you, such as previous season's final loss in 2020 UEFA Champions League to Bayern, 3-1 home defeat to Manchester United, and also Real Madrid remontada. It was still sad. On top of that, it could prove costly for League 1 with the UEFA coefficient situation really tightening up, which could see France fall out of the top 5. First and foremost, PSG and Lionel Messi now have a major decision to make regarding their future with this legendary Argentine player out of contract this summer. Also, Les Parisians needing to cut wage. Messi, with 35 years old, was a passenger for most of the game in Germany and barely registered over the 90 minutes, while at least Mbappe tried to make things happen in a limited setup. Also, we need to take in account that Neymar right here, because Neymar is unlikely to be moved on the move given his recent surgery. And also, we need to check that Mbappe's contract protects PSG from the European vultures of at least one more summer. However, the out is there with Messi, and even an improved second season at Parc des Princes does not make any less of a debatable move. Also, another very important player that we need to actually talk about is Sergio Ramos. Messi and Ramos might not be the only ones leaving this summer, with Galtier having also massively failed his biggest test so far and allowing PSG to prematurely exit Europe and the Coupe de France. With Zinedine Zidane back on the market also, and of the pedigree that the Ligue 1 leaders seek the Champions League, the Frenchman's time may well be here. So Zinedine Zidane is actually one of the best and most important prospects at the moment for PSG. Like I told you, today we're going to be talking about what has been happening during this match. And as always, I invite you to tell me in the comment section what do you think about that. Like we talked before, PSG is commonly known as always being eliminated from these stages in the Champions League. And also we need to check what has been happening not only with PSG but with Lionel Messi clubs, with FC Barcelona too, during the last previous seasons like 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018 that they were eliminated from the Champions League. Lionel Messi hasn't won any Champions League in over 9 years, which is a very clear signal that maybe it is not the time for Lionel Messi anymore on this competition. And as always, like we talk about, Neymar and Mbappe, they are actually like protected by PSG. Mostly Mbappe with the contract, and Neymar, who just got injured a few matches ago. It's going to have surgery, and it's going to hopefully heal before this campaign ends, this season ends. So let's, as always, I invite you to tell me in the comment section what do you think about this. What do you think about this elimination of the PSG from the Champions League on a very early stage? And as always, I invite you to also follow me in my social media that is down here below: Facebook Diego Gomez TV, Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero, and also subscribe right here in my YouTube channel, Diego Gomez TV. As always, this was all for today. I invite you to tell me what do you think right here in the comment section down below, and I see you in my next streaming.